Welcome back to the Blue Room, aka the Boom Boom Room. I am Jessica Winnie, and I'm here with JonRay. Thank you for taking space and coming. And so we are going to put our questions in the box. I wrote some questions, and we're gonna randomly pull them and see what happens.
Oh, we brought them up?
Yeah, yeah. And then you can put them in here after we answer them. We just been putting all of them in there. One interesting thing for me is like we know of each other, but we don't know each other. And
Right.
so other the guests that I have had, like I have some like type of connection, and obviously I have a connection with you through my nephew. But so it's gonna be interesting. You get to go first.
Do I?
Yes.
Oh,
I can go first. Don't matter to me.
I can go first.
Okay.
I'm cool. Does music influence the listener's choices and behaviors? Does music influence the listener's choices and behaviors? Yes.
All right, and elaborate.
Yes, it does because the kids is listening and they still growing. Like I don't feel like it influences the adult, like the mature adults,
Okay.
but the kids that may not be where they still going somewhere. So they still choosing which lane should I take? Should I do this or should I do that? But then when you put that in their ear, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like it's about the parents too.
Okay. So
You know?
yeah, do you think like the music you make should children listen to it?
I feel like yeah.
Okay.
I feel
And
like
then
yeah.
okay, some stuff yes, some stuff no, or is it like when you say the parents, like if the parents have listened to it, they should be like, nope, you can't hear this one. Or you think about
See, that's what
Cardi
I'm
B or Little Kim back in the day, or any type of genres of music.
Cause I feel like so look, I got a cousin, my auntie. She didn't let her do a lot. Like my cousin couldn't do nothing. But
Okay.
I was the one doing. I could do whatever. And
Okay.
she was the one like, come watch TV. Can't listen to that. That's that. But like when a person breaks out and wants to do what they've been wanting to do in their mind, you can't just hold somebody back from doing what they want to do. They're gonna want to do it more.
Right.
Like, oh, what's that? What's
Right.
that? What's
Right.
that? You got to give them some of that. You got to tell them what's wrong with it. This is why, or tell them a little dialogue about what's
Right,
going on.
right,
Just
right.
teach them because they're gonna want to listen to it regardless.
Or is it entertainment only?
Yeah, that's
Right?
what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
You gotta
It's
let
not
them know
like
that.
go
Like,
live
this ain't
this.
real life.
Right.
These people ain't living this life for
Right.
real. This is entertainment.
Right. Or storytelling or whatever.
Yeah.
But then young people do end up idolizing, right?
Yeah.
Or dressing a certain way because what they see, their favorite rapper did this, or locks or jewelry
That's a
or
fact.
whatever, half naked.
That's more like hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's the genre though.
Okay.
Like, that's more of like hip hop or rock and roll. They gonna wear they rock and roll
Right.
stuff.
Punk
And
rockers.
even though they wore that rock and roll
Yeah.
stuff,
Right.
they went to them people that's doctors and lawyers. Ask them about their younger days.
Right.
They went through that
Right.
phase where they was a hippie, a rock and
Right,
roll,
right,
or
right.
da. They wore all that, but they still went to school. They still did with the community, with the hip hop community. You just stop everything. You stop goals. You got to keep on with the goals.
I saw a lady. She's I don't know what age she was, but she did like a personal project on herself, and she doesn't listen to trap music, and she listened to trap music for 30 days straight. And she said she started
Moving different.
being different, talking different, dressing different, and then she even was like, I could write some of this my own, or just like, I don't know. For me, like, I think it's important. Like, even they say like, you think about what you eat, right?
Yeah.
You pay attention to what you eat, like what you take in, right? So should we be being more mindful of what we take in through our ears too, right?
Yeah.
Like all of our senses, you be particular about what you smell. If you smell something don't smell good, you don't want to smell it no more. But if you hear something that don't sound good, you still listen. You still taking it in, you know.
Yeah. But what if it sounds good?
Right. Well, but is it the beat or is it the lyrics? But then it's like you start idolizing. I just don't know if it's always. For example, at 13 years old, should young girls have been listening to 12 Play by R. Kelly? Seems like you're ready. All of that. Like at 13? No.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? But that's what's playing on the radio,
100%
too.
100% of the households have Seem Like You're Ready on these.
I know. I mean, just like, it's just a tricky space. Like, I listen to gospel music every morning. It sets my day, right? It puts me in a space of, I want to be God-fearing. I want to, you know what I mean? Like, I want to.
It make you feel good.
It do.
It make you feel
It does,
good.
yeah. And just are there moments like if I don't remember to be grateful or, you know, throughout the day, it sets my tone for the day. What if I didn't do that? What if I listen to, fuck these niggas, let me go get my money every morning? Like, that would be my mentality.
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Okay, mine says, what mistake did you make that you are still dealing with the aftermath or consequences for? I think this is a deep one, and I'll share it because that's what the Blue Room is about, like being honest, confessing. So when I was out of town, and it was my senior year, and I had too much to drink and ended up in the back seat of a car and ended up getting raped. And it still sits with me to this day, right? Because that's just where my mind went. So that's what this is.
No,
and it was like the consequence. I ended up getting pregnant, had to have abortion, like all of this off of some liquor, right? Or all of this off of trying to be somewhere, trying to be something you're not, trying to hang out, kick it. And like, I was young, you know what I mean? Like 17. And so that's still, to have to make them choices, right, as a young person, it still sits with me as an adult, right? Or it has made me move different how I deal with my nieces, how I deal with my...
Did it help you grow in a way? Like you had to go through it for these people not to go through it?
Or, but then like you said, like even when you restrict, when you get your freedom, you're going to go do what you want to do anyways, right? And I don't know. I don't think my sons knew that. My daughters definitely, right? But even enough, they should know. Well, now they will. But like, you know, just in a sense of too, like, don't put no one else in that type of situation, you know. And had I not been drinking, I never would have been in that back seat. I know that, you know what I mean? At a whole juke joint down in Mississippi. Like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? So, but you live and you learn. And, but that was a hard consequence. You know, that was a hard decision or whatever. But then that consequence to make at 17, all right? Like, you going into your scene, like, what? And so, but I have regrets, obviously, but then at the same time, it makes me who I am. And so, I don't throw no shade at nothing I have been through.
That's why I say I don't have no regrets.
Yeah.
It made me who
you are.
I am today.
And every experience, too, is just like, I always say, like, you either going to be the one learning the lesson or you going to give the lesson. Like, it's either one of those sides, right? And sometimes we be needing lessons, you know. And that could have saved me from something else that I didn't even know, you know what I mean? That trial or that pain or that sacrifice, whatever that we do go through, like, it might have saved you.
Life be lifing, but it's just like, it still goes on.
Yeah.
And you still have to, you know, you have to learn from situations. Some people don't learn and they go back and do it again. But like, when you do learn from the situation, it makes it so much better.
Yeah.
It makes everybody around you better because like, you went through that. Okay, how do we move?
Yeah.
Because it's bigger than just the person.
Man.
It's about everybody around.
And everybody doesn't get that. For sure. Like that it's bigger, it's so bigger than you. And your purpose is bigger than you too. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like, yeah. All right, it's on you. Mix them up. Look. One of mine? You laughing. It must be.
Would you rather give or receive head?
Okay.
Well, like head is my favorite position.
Okay.
Period. Like if we don't gotta have sex, I'm cool with
Okay.
just the head.
So you going for the selfishness.
But I like to give it too though. Like it's my favorite shit.
Either way. Okay.
Like that's just.
I was gonna, if I had put that, I was gonna just be like, I was gonna say both, or I was gonna say 69, and then it's a done deal, and we could call it a day.
I like it either way. Man.
Okay. Okay, I got one of mine. I hate getting mine. I mean, I don't mind it, but this sounds like the other one. I ain't reading this one because it sounds like the other one. What mistake did you make that you are still dealing?
We seem like we pulling all of yours.
Boys, I know. All right, I'm gonna pull it down.
I didn't even know what to ask for real.
Yeah, that's all right. It's whatever you want to. Why did my last relationship end? My last relationship ended for several reasons. One, like I was told like the differences in our love language. That we weren't aligned any longer. This is what was told to me. I also feel like some financial things, we wasn't on the same page. And I felt like who they wanted me to be, what they wanted was not me. And so it was a constant like, why are you not doing this? Why aren't you this? I need you to be more of this, and not even in a growth way or like, but in a like, I want to mold you and shrink you. That's how I received it. And like, it made me sick, to be honest, like day after day, or just like week after week, or just like noticing like, I'm really not making you happy because I'm not who you want me to be, but you love me and you this and this and this. And so it was tough. Yeah. And it was 8 years. So that was just like, when you be thinking like time, you be like, huh?
That's crazy.
To give that, you know what I mean? Like time is short. And then like, but yeah, those are some of those are in my view, right? They might have their own version of the story or whatever, right? But like in my world, that's why. And I didn't want to be married. And so, and I was honest about that, you know. And two, if I'm not who you want me to be, go find that person. You know what I mean? Like, because you deserve as a man to like go find who you want. You know? As much of a catch, or as much as I think I'm worthy and worth, you know, all of whatever, and this good woman, and not even good woman, great woman, and, you know, fun to be around, good company, all of that. It's just like, but over time, it's like, you don't want to keep hearing, why aren't you this? You know, and stuff that's like.
I went through a relationship for 8 years too. And I think it's still going on in my head. I'm delusional.
Yeah. Well,
it could be
better
over
get
and
into
not
reality.
Be over. It could be over and not
Right.
be over.
Yeah, it's weird too, because I always thought like if we was never together, we would still be cool, hang out. We don't talk. You know, it's like how you spend 8 years with someone.
And that's not your friend.
And then
like
and so it just, when I be reflecting, and again too, I don't have no regrets, right? I learned so much about not staying, just to be. It's still right, because it's only been like a year and a half. So yeah, but I feel like I'm gonna show up better for myself in the next, right? In the next relationship. And right now I'm just like okay with being by myself. I'm not even single. I'm not even like, I don't even need no title. Like when God brings whoever He supposed to bring into my space, that's what it's gonna. I'm not looking. I don't go out and mingle. I don't none of it, because I don't even want I'm very particular right now, right? Like in my life, like who I'm around.
It come to you.
When it's supposed to, and if it don't, that's all right too. You know, like,
That's a fact.
yeah, that's all right too. So we can cheers on that one. Cheers to our 8-year relationships.
For sure.
That's still going on and ain't going on and might be going on, whatever it is supposed to be, right? Like, all right, it's on you.
It's on me? Oh,
Yeah.
it is on me.
I know we be forgetting.
Tell the world one thing you never told nobody. I'm kind of like out there with the world, so like people already know like what I come with. But I was just telling her in there. When I was young, I used to go to jazz concerts,
Okay.
and my like my grandpa, he passed away now, but he's in the Jazz Hall of Fame.
Okay.
So that's why I used to always be. But I was little, like 8, 9, 10, you know, at jazz concerts, and I really like jazz music. It made me like jazz music. Like people don't know that I like jazz.
Okay.
Music.
Does that influence your art now? Like,
It was
do
a
you
lot
put
of
any
stuff.
of it into your music though?
There's a lot of stuff, cause like growing up around music, just period,
Yeah.
just hearing beats at a young age, and then learning how to write. You know what I'm saying? And another thing, he was a tennis coach. So
Okay.
he taught me how to play tennis early.
Okay. I played tennis the other day for the first time with my daughter. We like literally was in tears because we know what we was doing. Like it was not even. She hit the ball over the whole fence. Like it was the whole episode, but it was fun. It was a lot of laughter. Tennis and jazz.
I was young. I had my name on my racket.
Right.
I had the works.
Right.
People don't know that.
Yeah. Okay. You should play again just to go reminisce, even if it's just for fun.
I might.
You should. Why not? Like, it's good for our brains to do things for the first time again, you know, or like, you would have fun and you would probably laugh for sure.
I'm going to laugh for sure.
Yeah, no. I almost peed on myself laughing so hard because, like, it was, like, we didn't know what we was doing. We ain't no tennis players. Like, I remember taking tennis lessons up at Farwell for, like, a couple of weeks with my cousin, but, like, it was, like, 11 or something.
Right.
Not a clue, and still not a clue. Who is your favorite local artist and why? Well, right now, I'm going to go with Soulflower. It's a band of 4 members, female vocalist who plays the bass, and then 2 bass players and a drummer. And they just released their first EP. Yeah, I definitely will. Their EP, what is their EP called? It's called Set List. And it's my favorite because the vocalist is my daughter. Shout out to Soulflower. Yeah, but it's beautiful to see, people that you know doing things that they love, including you, right? And so, like, and just from an artist side of things, I don't think people realize, like, it's a craft. You know what I mean? I don't think they realize what goes into the practice, the rehearsals, getting the music, like how it sounds here, they don't get it. They like to get entertained.
When instruments come into play.
Yeah. And so, but that's my favorite. You gotta come. I'll let you know when their next show is. Come check it out. They have a beautiful, they're not, and for me, they're not even a genre. Like their music is very unique. You don't see a group usually with like 3 bass players. My daughter's she could sing, so it's like, and cool to like, she has brothers, so I always tease her, like, you got this whole band, like you and your brothers, you know what I mean? And so yeah, Soulflower.
So when the EP come out?
A couple weeks ago, like 2 weeks ago, maybe? Yeah, Soulflower, I'll send it to you for sure.
For sure.
Yeah. I've been trying to get Trap Right to get to one of their shows, so hopefully they'll be there soon.
We gotta go together.
Yeah, we could go.
Do you plan to get married? Why or why not?
And I just said, and I don't want to be married, or that's, yeah. So,
I don't know. I don't really. I mean, in the picket fence picture, like like when you look at it, I want to be married
Fairyland,
in there,
all right,
that
like,
land, but like in reality, I really don't know. It come with a lot. It's like a contract. Cause if we gotta sign it to feel like I want to do the party, I want to do the wedding, I want to do
the
everything,
video and all of that
without the paperwork.
Well, and maybe you'll find somebody who would want to do that too. They in Islam, marriage is half of your faith, and so like it's not for play. I mean, a lot, whatever, right? But like it does come with a lot. But I feel like if you I always say like put everything onto the table, so you know what you're dealing with and you know what you're not dealing with, and like if you always come with your truths, then your mate knows like what's what. And I don't think people want to come with all the truths. Like even like of course like somebody proposed to me, I literally like gave them the ring back and was like I don't. But like for me, like why should I stay in this space and like you want to be married and I really don't? That's not fair to you, right? And so, but yeah, marriage. I was married for 19 years. It's a beautiful thing when both people are committed,
19,
right? 19, yeah. But too, and then like I feel like it's played with a lot because before even you supposed to be for your mate, you supposed to be for God, right? And people forget that. Like if you put God first in your marriage, how do you even be anywhere else? But I feel like I see a lot of videos and stuff now, like young black people, or just black people in general, like getting married. I be like, oh, like so happy for that union, because those who find it and stay is special. My grandparents was married for 50, 60-something years. I was 13 when I was at my grandparents' 50th wedding
anniversary. I don't think nobody can handle my truths.
Can you handle your truths?
Out of town or something.
Yeah. What's that? Out of town, they still gonna be the truths though.
Because like now we showing up and they like.
Well,
I don't want my wife to feel like that. Like,
but she might have some.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I might not can handle her truths. Right. I don't know what's going on. I think we just need to be white clean. We need to go
clean
I
slate,
can't
baptized,
you can't
renewed.
handle it. I don't know. Let's just link up and dip. That's where I'm at with it. Cause it's like if I ain't mess with you for a long time, and like it's just it's not like we bluffing. We wasting time. A lot of people waste time when this could be 30 minutes. Why did we just make it last 7 months?
Right. I saw something the other day. You said I wrote it down too. Like you was like you're over it. You're over it. It was something you posted, but you didn't say what. You like I'm over this stuff, and I was gonna ask you like what is it that you're over? That might have been not the exact words.
I'll be over something every day.
Or like this ain't it no more or something. I was gonna say like what is that? Yeah.
I don't know.
So what are you over today?
I'll be having emotions every day.
We all do. For sure. All right, this is the last one. It says, have you ever dated outside of your race? Why or why not? I have never dated outside of my race. There is not any. If it's not a black man, I don't want nothing to do with it. And that's not like other races haven't approached me, or I haven't found like other. Really, I haven't. Like, I can't say like, oh, I seen this fine Asian man, or oh, I seen this fine Hispanic, right? Like, I haven't, and I haven't. Like, I remember having like some crush on this little white boy in high school. But other than that, I have never. I salute black men. I love black men. Like, there's no, in whatever, like, y'all are kings, right? And so, like, why would a queen want anything else but a king? And so, it ain't never, I don't know. I don't want to share my space, my body, my nothing, but, like, with a black man, with a brother. I don't know. That's just me.
I dated outside of my race. But I'm mixed.
Okay, so, me too.
So I got a little bit I got a white side, you know what I'm saying, that I'm trying to put in, you know what I'm saying? But I just like beautiful women. But like I never had a girlfriend outside of my race. But like, and I probably only had like 2-3 girlfriends in a lifetime. But I never had a girlfriend outside my race, but I have dated.
Outside. Yeah.
But I have dated outside my race. And I don't really like it. I don't think I really like it. I don't really like dating white women. Because I got jokes. And, like, I'll be like, you know, you want to say nigga right now, don't you? Type, you
right,
know,
right.
Like, you want to say nigga right now. And they don't like the jokes. They be like, oh, here we go with this again. We got to talk about woo. And I be looking at them when they playing songs. Like, don't say that word. Let me see if you're going to say it. Don't say that word.
I guess I just feel like it's not even it's this more too. It's just like I don't want to be. I can't explain it. I feel bad. I don't feel. I have told my like, you know, we grew up around like hearing like don't bring to mostly cousins, right? But like don't bring no white woman up in his house.
But now it's a new era of black women too.
Definitely, and I don't disregard, like, to each his own. Whatever you want to do, whoever you do it with, that's your business and whatever, right? But like, black men are beautiful. They're strong. They're resilient. They, you know, like everything that y'all represent. I want that to be a reflection. That is a reflection of me.
For sure.
And I don't see that I don't see it. It ain't.
But did you try to see it?
I don't want to.
You ain't even look.
Well, not even that I look,
but...
look
at the mirror. You can't even see it if you ain't look at the mirror.
I don't... And that's not to say that, like, people don't have good qualities and but, like, and I'm not even on those surface levels, like, oh, I haven't seen a fine one, and that's the first thing I'm looking for in a relationship, right? But I haven't even entered that space because I'm like, I'm not crossing over that, like, for not... No, thank you.
I think I'll try it. But
yeah.
I don't know. It's a new era. It's different era of black women. It's not like back in the days when they say, like, you know, like this new era.
Tell me about the new era.
The back in the days, the relationships started they was lasting way longer. You know, grandpa and grandma been together for 40, 50 years.
Yeah. So should we get back to that?
But everybody, the man went out and worked, and the women it was like a structured thing. And now it's the internet come into play. Now it's like
first time
so many women, so many dudes, everybody's just everywhere right now.
Right. Not everybody.
Most.
I wouldn't even say most.
Yeah,
I don't know. That might be propaganda.
Everywhere right
or too, like, well, then what will you do if you turn your phone off and go, right? Not be here trying to link up and swipe this way, or even internet dating, or like people be really meeting people on like Facebook, whatever. Like, I got cousins and friends. They be all like, "What? I'm not." No, thank you.
I don't even be knowing people, but from Facebook and stuff. That's it. We might see each other at the club, and that might be where we link. But I seen you on Facebook first, and I wanted to, but then now you right here in my face, and now it'd be one of those.
Yeah, that seems too like that's the new. But it also is like, there's so fake in a sense.
That's why it be so fast.
That's why you can't find the wife you want.
That's why it be so fast.
Well, that too, yeah. And that is the internet, right? To the next, I'm good. All right. Thank you for coming. I appreciate your time, your energy, and sharing space. We're gonna eventually in this space we're gonna have like some private shows with private people, food, libations. So you should, if you ever want to come back. It's called the Blue Room Experience, and so it's gonna be. We gotta get some things together, but community and family and people we want in here in a sense.
I'm coming. I'm here from the ground up.
Wonderful. I appreciate it. Thank you for joining us in Blue Room Confessions with JonRay, and we will see you next time.